I loved your author's description, how you called yourself a hickory nut from the South. Can I plagiarize that? I'm using that sometime. In the biography part of your book, you are writing a section about the author, and you say, and you write about yourself. Will you read part of it for our listeners? Because I think it says a lot about you, and frankly, it's a good descriptor for a lot of Southern baby boomers.
Oh, really? Okay.
I loved reading it.
Did I write this?
You did.
Well, I was born in Little Rock, Arkansas, raised in North Little Rock, schooled well, made the world laugh, talked too much, loved too little, ate too much, and learned to consume everything around me at a professional level. I used level twice, didn't I? You're right.
You're going to edit your You want a pen to edit?
Yeah, I think I do. You're right. Issues emerge, but none criminal except for that one time, and I will occasionally agree to misdemeanors, but vigorously avoid felonies. That continues. I like and want to help people, but often get screwed with the general strategy. I believe there's evil and good in people, and we need to stop the nasty badness that hurts so many children in the world. I tend to be selfish, but take pleasure in sharing what I have. Dad was an eye surgeon. Mom was all the above. Alternately the best, the fairest, the most generous matriarch, but also able to whip your ass with the thin trouser belts of the 1960s. Teachers thought I was half zebra at Anthony School and pretty much knew from my behavior in class I likely deserved it. Mother cussed at us. A good ass whipping can clear the mind and share boundaries. Shock collars had not been invented yet, but straitjackets were mentioned. Mother had 9 kids in her country family, so aunts and uncles and cousins were plenty. Arkansas is a beautiful state full of lakes, rivers, and mountains. We did all of it. We weren't rich, but we had more than most. The hangover from the Depression was always close by. In the words and actions of the entire family, which was large, I knew from where we came. One side dirt farms, the other side poor inner city Little Rock. For most of the 20th century and before, Arkansas has been a poor state with poor education. We weren't Catholic, but we did feel guilty about some things. And as Methodists, we believed a good green bean casserole is all you need to get to heaven.
Amen.
Amen. That's good. You're listening to Up in Your Business with me, Kerry McCoy, and I'm speaking today with the smart jack of all trades, I almost said jack of something else, Mr. Billy Mitch Chandler.
Well, I wouldn't say jack of all trades. I mean, I'm a show breed, not a working breed. So I'm a yard work, stuff like that.
You don't
physical exertion. No, I really prefer the Churchillian aspect of trying to conserve your energy as much as possible.
What's Churchillian mean?
Well, after Winston Churchill, he always believed
Churchillian.
That don't do anything standing up that you could do laying in bed. Don't do anything.
A lot of baths, a lot of cigars.
A lot of baths, cigars.
Yep.
And I do that
Churchill.
even if nobody's in my apartment. I'll say, I'm coming out in a state of nature. Just for anyone who's might happenstance by.
I'm coming out in a state of nature. Nature. Okay. I couldn't decide which conversation should come first, but I did decide. Talking about your autobiography and how a chance visit at the bus stop in Colorado helped shape your life, or the very jobs that you've had, but I picked the bus stop to Paris. So here is, I know I'm quoting a lot from your book, and you didn't even send me but like 6 pages, but there's just a lot in those 6 pages.
That's it. It's a 6-page book, and it's a thin one. Audiobook is only $1. So,
so you said the first question in a lifetime of questions about how fate and the randomness of life can spin you off into unknown places, and you said that first question was,
what time is it?
What time is it? Tell us about that.
So I'm at the Denver airport and going back for my second semester. And ironically, I was on the plane with Bill Clinton's mother, Virginia Kelly, when she'd married Mr. Kelly. What was his first name? Dick Kelly.
Dick Kelly, yeah.
And she was sitting right in front of me. It was a Frontier flight. Used to be a direct flight to Denver from Little Rock. And she had rice in her hair, which I thought, well, I got to look at that for about 1,000 miles. Anyway, so that was just, oh, by the way, she was on the plane. And so I got there, and this young girl was eating an apple, and she came up at the bus stop and said, well, what time is it? And I told her, and then she was about to get on the wrong bus, and I told her, no, this is the bus you need to be on. I helped her with her bags, and we made friends. And I said, hey, look, I'm coming back for my second semester. Doesn't look good, but I'm going to try to stick the landing on this one. And but I need more friends. And so anyway, we actually ran into each other 2 weeks later, and one of her roommates, and they lived in this big house with, 10 students, one of those proverbial big houses.
Animal house.
Animal house. And so I went over there and had dinner. Well, 2 Frenchmen came up and said hello, and they were my original 2
Frenchmen?
Frenchmen, Bertrand Cotte and Henri Soudi.
Say that again.
Bertrand and Henri.
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 That's Henry, isn't it?
Henry. And they came up and made fast friends. And so I stayed the rest of the semester and did all the things I did and didn't do. And then came home and then decided to go visit. And so in 1984, I went over for 5 weeks with my cousin. And we stayed 2 weeks in Paris, and that was it. I went back every year for a long time, probably 20 trips.
To see Henri?
Well, all of them. I got to meet more and more every time I'd go. And, I wasn't making a lot of money in television. So as long as I went the day after Christmas every year because it was the cheapest. And,
Boxing Day.
I guess so in England. But, so I'd go over and stay for a week or two. And they would take care of me, and I would buy a big dinner or have a party. So that was the way we did it. And they took me everywhere. And they were.
So why did that change your life other than just going to Paris?
Because you just meet everyone and you realize there's different ways of doing things. And the French are, can be obnoxious and fun at the same time. So I particularly like that. Then I started studying the language and got to just meeting a bunch of people. No, I'm not fluent, but I've got about 500 or 600 words. None of the verbs are conjugated, but I can get around. I can eat. I can order well at a restaurant.
Read the signs.
Very effectively, yeah.
Read the signs.
And I can, there's social graces that you have to kind of know, or they will be rude to you. So, yeah, it's just been a great love affair with a city that I treated like Disneyland, really.
If you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out the full interview on the right side of the screen. Want to see more of Kerry's interviews? Subscribe to our YouTube channel to stay up to date with all of her latest shows. And as always, thank you for watching.